So, well, it's review time.
Yes.
Tell us something that might be out that we might be interested in.
Okay, The Beasts, Asbestas in its original language, Spanish-French co-production, shot in Galician, Spanish and French, directed by Rodrigo Sorogoyen, from a script by him and Isabel Peña. This earned 17 nominations at the Goya Awards, won in 9 categories. It also won the César for Best Foreign Film. It's from last year. Denis Ménochet is Antoine, who is a Frenchman who moves with his wife, Olga Marine-Bois, to a rural Galician farm. They have dreams of making their own way, growing organic vegetables, tilling the soil, but also renovating houses in the local area in order to give something back to the community. But they don't fit in with the locals, or more particularly, he doesn't. When he goes to the local bar, there is Jean and his brother, Lorenzo, who basically take against them because they're outsiders, because they're incomers, because they're people that don't understand the traditions and the land. More importantly, Jean's family have grown up here and had a very, very hard life, and what they want to do is to cash in and sell their land to a wind farm, to an energy company that wants to make a wind farm. He doesn't want to do it because he says, no, we've come out here for the perfect life. We don't want the wind farms. It's like, yeah, well, the reason you don't want the wind farms is because you didn't grow up here. You didn't understand that actually what we all want to do is get away, is to finally cash in and have some relaxation. Here's a clip.
A ver, luego no tenéis bromas en Francia.
La primera vez es broma, la segunda es ofensa.
Vale, hombre, perdona. Venga, monta.
No.
Que fue una broma, hombre. Monta, ¿no ves que te llevo a la de Fran ahora y lo tienes amañado antes de comer? A ver, tengo prisa.
Tengo prisa. Me hablas con prisa.
So basically what's happening there is that he's being taunted for being French, for not having a sense of humour. But the taunting, maybe it's funny, maybe it's a joke, maybe it's something more sinister. Turns out it's something much more sinister. Apparently this is loosely inspired by real events involving a Dutch couple, which happened between 2010 and 2014. They moved to Saint-Oyer, and that, combined with a really deeply unsettling score by Olivier Assayas, makes this really gripping and very, very disturbing. There's a lot of, that thing when there's a situation which is pretending to be good-natured, but actually underneath there is a real sense of threat. And every time somebody sort of seems to suggest that it's threatening, so no, we're just joking, we're just messing with you. But actually we're not messing with you. And what happens during the course of the drama is that you see the central couple, the French couple, having, profound disagreements about how they can or can't do. Why don't they just leave? Why don't they just, up stumps and go away? Has it started to become a matter of we're going to dig our heels in because this is what we've decided to do and this is how it is? Or is there something, are they right? Is it that staying and doing what they're doing is the right thing? Why are they staying? Why are they enduring this kind of harassment? Now, meanwhile, what he's doing is he has a camera and he's trying to sort of film some of this harassment because he wants to be able to show to the police that he is being harassed. But of course, the essence of this kind of harassment is it's very hard to pin down. They find things like the water supply that they're using mysteriously becomes poison. Somebody sticks a battery in it and gives it lead poison. Well, you can't prove who it is. Everyone knows who it is, but you can't prove who it is. And what's really clever about it is that it becomes unbearably tense, like really, really properly tense, because you can see it going from something which looks like a kind of domestic rural squabble into something far more profound than that. And without wishing to give any more away about it, the drama just keeps edging forward in this increasingly uneasy manner. And it uses very, very long takes. There's a very naturalistic feeling. The performances are great. Across the board, the performances are really good. But it's just to do with the way in which the tension ratchets up. Sometimes if you watch a film and you feel really uncomfortable, like really profoundly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I prefer not to watch this.
No, but you like thrillers.
Yes.
So it's when you're watching a thriller, you want it to be tense. I mean, we'll talk in a little while about John Wick 4, and whether or not you're watching that for the tension, will he, won't he, or whether you're watching it for the smashy, bashy, crashy,
The latter,
falling, runny, jumpy, throwy thing. Yeah. Well, in the case of this, you just think, I don't want this situation to get any worse. I really don't want this situation to get any worse. Please don't let this situation get any worse. Oh, it's got worse. Yeah. So anyway, I thought it was very, very powerful. It's called The Beasts, and it's well worth checking out. And the soundtrack is doing a lot of kind of
Heavy lifting?
it's not even heavy lifting. It's kind of the soundtrack is doing that thing about, on the one hand, it's rooting it in the land that the drama is set on, but it's also scratching away at the edge of your consciousness. If you want to hear a track from it, you can, of course, listen
On
to
your
my Scarlet
Scarlet
Radio
show.
show, in which I will be playing a track from it. But yeah, no, it's really good. I think you'd like it, actually.
Is it
I think
giving too much away to ask who are the beasts?
Well, actually, weirdly enough, there is a very specific reference to that, but of course, the overall question of it is, who are the beasts? I mean, is it the incomers who've come in and just don't understand? I mean, weirdly enough, there's a comparison here with Local Hero. The comparison with Local Hero is he goes from America, he arrives in this Scottish idyll, and he thinks, it's brilliant, and we're going to build an oil refinery here. The gag is that everyone who lives there wants out. They want to take the oil refinery money. They're all pretending that they don't, but they do. Because the thing is, you didn't grow up here. You don't have to wake up at 5 o'clock every morning and do the farming. You've chosen to do it. We don't have any choice, and you're stopping us from having that choice.
Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. While you're here, check out all the other videos because they're cool too, aren't they?
Yeah, and if you want to keep up to date with everything Kermode and Mayo's take, then check out our social channels.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I mean, I would. I have done.
Excellent.